Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Patrick Lee with Midweek Motivation Live. It is just a couple of minutes after 10, and we are here. I gave y'all a little notification. We'd be going live a few minutes ago, and here we are for our Midweek Motivation Live Wednesday morning regular broadcast. We're going to be talking about honor today. What is the definition? What is the definition of honor? It's becoming a popular topic in the media, and is one of the things that I have had on my mind to talk about for a while. And it's the definition of honor. You give a couple more people time to log in here and check in with us today. Important topic. I don't know that I'm the number one authority on honor, but I want to talk about it today. And it seems to be something that many of us are lacking. And I'm going to share a couple of personal experiences with you. People are tuning in. That's awesome. Thank you. Love that people are already starting to watch, liking and loving the video. I have been using this new service lately. It's called StreamYard. I hope you like that. It allows me to put text on the screen and banners and titles and questions as well. And when you using this service, when you comment, I have the ability as well to read the comments, and I can even post those on the screen like this. Sal, good morning, my friend. It's good to see you checking in already. I appreciate that very, very much. The people of you that come in each and every week to watch Midweek Motivation Live. Appreciate that very much. The viewers are growing. We've got over a dozen already. Want to talk about honor. What is the definition of honor? Wrong banner there, Patrick. There you go. We're not coming up at 10. It's already a little after 10. Let's talk about honor. I've got the definition here. Webster's Dictionary defines honor as honesty, fairness, or integrity in one's beliefs or action system. You can become a man or a woman of honor, right? Sorry for the reflection in my glasses. When I'm reading, I need them. So I've got the ring light behind me, and it will give a little bit of glare. I'll try to keep some of the glare out, but I don't want to look down my nose at you either. I don't want to be I don't want you everyone saying, okay, boomer. There you go. If I pull the glasses down on my nose, I look older, and you'll be calling me boomer like someone did on Facebook yesterday. That was kind of funny. I don't know if I wear that as a badge of honor or not. I was born in 1963, so I'm right on the edge. I'm on the fence of being a boomer or not. So if you want to call me a boomer, that's okay. I don't think there's much honor in that, but that's okay. I'll wear that badge proudly. Honor is also described as a source of credit or distinction. You can be an honor to your family, right? An honor to a job, an honor to a company. Honor can be defined as high respect for your worth, your merit, or your rank, or such respect manifested in your life. There is a memorial in honor of a person that passed away. We had a memorial service to honor my father just recently. You can also earn a position of honor, which is high public esteem, fame, or glory. There's also the honor that I speak a lot whenever I sell a house and I'm working with a client and I make a post. I'm honored to have worked with that person. That's the privilege of being associated with or receiving favor from another respected person, a group, an organization, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what Webster's Dictionary says about honor. And it's a topic I wanted to talk about because it is the thing that seems to be lacking so much in society today. People are quick to fly off the handle if someone does not agree with their position, with their opinion, with a comment on social media, or a simple comment made in conversation. And honor is a thing that used to, one of my favorite movies is Tombstone, and a lot of other Westerns. John Wayne movies, of course, are always good. Clint Eastwood movies are always good. There may have been one or two dogs in there that Clint Eastwood made. I'm not sure. I couldn't name them if there were on the air. But honor is a thing that we were raised maybe a generation ago to have, to honor your parents. The Bible talks about honoring your parents. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. I am reading a few excerpts from one of the books that I really enjoy, Supernatural Business by Mike Rovner. And I'm going through a chapter on honor right now as I'm revisiting that book. It's very good. And it's very timely because there are people that do not understand honor anymore. It's hard to get people to stay at a job because as soon as a young person, a lot of times a younger person gets the job, they automatically think within a week, they know everything that the boss knows and they're more qualified to run the company than they are. There are people that join a team and automatically think they're more qualified to run the team or their way is the best way. People that join a group at a church or a business and automatically feel like if they're not the boss, then they're not honored or they're not being respected. But honor is something that is given and something that is earned. It is not something that it should be given lightly, but in some instances it should be given, I believe, without question. So I want to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to go into a couple of these other descriptions. Honor is in the book that we have shared on here before. This is Supernatural Business, A Better Plan by Mike Rovner. Great book. Pick up a copy if you don't have one. Hey, here's a thought. Like and share this video today. Like and share this video today, and I will send you a free copy of Supernatural Business by Mike Rovner. This is a great book on business and life. In the book today, Mike says, honor is incredibly powerful because the true honor is rare. You may be familiar with honor in the honoring your parents context. We've all been taught that mainly by our parents, right? When we were young, the Bible says, honor your father and mother. And we're like, why? You're a jerk. But it's like, because the Bible says so, right? So we're supposed to honor our parents. I have had, good morning, Kim. Good morning, Jim. Good to see you guys on here. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I like that when the good mornings come in. But he says, of course, we've heard about honor in the honoring your parents context, but what does it mean to honor someone in a supernatural business or in relationships? Paul in the Bible gives us a key in Romans 12:10 when he tells us to be devoted to one another in love, honoring another above yourself. What does that mean? Honoring someone above yourself. You can give honor when you prefer another person's benefit above your own. That's the core. I believe the core of honor is putting others ahead of yourself, not just in humility, as an attitude, the way that you think, well, because some people can just fake that, but giving preference to one another. You know what I mean? If you prefer the benefit, the forward motion, the uplifting or increase in another person's life ahead of yourself, I believe that is honor. Honor is vital in our lives. It's vital in our personal life. It's also honored in our business life. I believe it's vital in our relationships at our churches. Good morning, Christine. Greetings from Oregon. Hey, who's that goofy looking guy in that picture? That's my brother. Good to see you guys. Love you guys. That's awesome. So honor is vital in your relationships with your family, with your church, with your business, and with your friends. Without honor in your life, you don't have a foundation for honoring another person. One of the things that I am talking about, and I brought this up last week, and we're going to continue a little bit about that this week, even though changing the topic a little bit. Last week we talked about standing up for wrong, standing up against wrongdoing, standing up for right. Let me fix that statement I just made. We don't want to stand up for wrongdoing, do we? No, we want to stand up for things that are honorable and things that are right, just, and good in our life. And we have seen so much going on right now in the media, some of it real, some of it planted, some of it fake, falsified. We know that the media is fake. A lot of the media is fake. A lot of things are planted. A lot of things are not as they seem. We don't get the backstory. We get clips that they want us to see. We're being spoon-fed what the liberal media wants us to see. I said liberal. I just lost a couple followers. I'm sorry if my viewership goes down 1 or 2. No, I'm not really sorry. The way I've been treated this week has been very eye-opening. You make a stand or you make a post that says stand up, or you share a video that says stand up, and the crazies come out of the woodwork. I am sharing posts honoring the pastor of my church who started peaceablygather.org. And as I have shared those posts and some of his videos, I have been attacked and slandered in social media. I wear that badge with honor. That's okay. I am showing honor to my pastor, the leader of my church. I honor people that I work with. I honor people that I love, respect, and trust. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But I prefer him above myself. I prefer that message above a message of my own. And I want my messages to line up with those that I honor, right? That's just because I honor them. There are times in life that you're going to have to honor people when it's difficult, in honor for you, or so that, sometimes honor can mean, so that blessing and increase can come to you in the future. I'll give you a case in point. And this is a story actually from the book. This is a business story that has actually happened to me in my life. For the sake of time, I'm going to read this one. This particular client owed this business a large sum of money for business that was done in the past. And this has happened to me in the past as well. And this business owner chose to not go after. They had a couple of phone calls and it got fairly heated. And the person simply could not pay the debt owed to the company. Now, let me just stop and say here, if you have debt to a company, I believe you should pay that debt, because your word is your honor. Your word is your bond, right? And there is honor in that. If you've made an arrangement with someone, you should honor that arrangement. And there have been times that some arrangements are made in the heat of discussion and can't be honored because they don't make any sense. However, if you spit on your hand and shake hands in Texas, that's a contract, right? You should abide by that and not come back and try to change that if you can. But you should have honor in that. But in this particular instance, this person didn't pay. And they ended up trying to work out an arrangement with that person to pay, and they simply couldn't pay, and they just forgave that person of that debt. And a couple years down the road, they were approached by a company that gave his business hundreds of thousands of dollars of business in contracts, and he had no idea where the person came from. And that person actually told him that this previous person he had forgiven that debt had referred him to this company as a man of honor. And it was for that very reason that this blessing returned to him wave upon wave in the future, causing his business to do very well, exceedingly well in the marketplace. And that is, in large part because he chose not to burn the bridge with that previous person. By forgiving that person that debt, he in turn put a sweet taste in that person's mouth. So when he spoke of him in the future, he would speak of him sweetly and with respect and honor, and it caused great increase to come into his business. Honor is vital to the supernatural business owner. You have to have it in there. Honor is also especially important in the marketplace for this reason. It's hard to get increase in the marketplace when you operate in principles that go against honesty, integrity, and fairness. Some of the early definitions of honor, right? honesty, integrity, and fairness. Those are things that should be above all. We have a motto here at the Patrick Lee Group, my team, which is people first, integrity above all. So that's just the way it needs to be. We put other people first, and we have to operate in integrity. And if we don't, it's hard for other people to honor us in business and in life and ministry, or excuse me, in business. I kind of believe my business is a ministry. So not because I'm a preachy person, but because I'm able to honor others and help them increase in their life. I believe honor in changing circumstances is important. And this is something else I want to talk about in our lives today. There are many changing circumstances. We have people that are leaving the Republican Party to go be Democrat, people that are leaving the Democrat Party to become Republican because of things that are happening in the world. The stances that different politicians are taking on certain issues, like the right to life, LGBTQ, PRXYZ, whatever all of the letters are this particular week. I was slandered yesterday, called boomer and a lot of other things, and was told they were by a boy in a bra with pink hair on social media. And one of his friends also said they were very glad that my generation was dying off, so that their generation could come through and make reparations for everything that President Trump has done to the world. And I'm 56 years old. I'm nowhere near halfway through living. I think I'll be around for a while. And I to be honest, I don't need a boy with pink hair and a bra telling me what to do on social media. So there you go. That's just one of the instances of things that have happened to me this week. I love my life. It's awesome. Being in the public spotlight, the more I guess I asked for it, right? And that's okay. But some of these people are the same people that are coming out attacking politicians. They're coming out attacking the government. They're attacking anyone with morals. They're attacking anyone with a position of authority. They're attacking our police officers, because we do have bad police officers. We have millions of great police officers. So we just had a retired police chief murdered, shot down in the street for trying to protect a pawn shop from being looted of TVs. And he was a black man, and a group of black people shot him. I'm not blaming black people. I'm blaming all of us. I give honor where honor is due. And there are good people in every race. I've said that hundreds of times. There are good and bad. It doesn't matter what color, right? We've all said, Jesus loves the little children of the world, right? Yeah, red, yellow, black, and white, green, pink, purple. I don't care your color. We all bleed red inside, and we all have good people of every race, good people of different races, and bad people of all races. And the criminalism, the violence, the things, the tragedies that are happening to everyone. We do need to stand up right now and make great strides moving forward in the equal treatment of all races. I've said that, and I'll continue to say that for the next 56 years of my life, right? Wow. The next 56 years. I'm not halfway through living. You can call me a boomer if you want. I will wear that as a badge of honor, I guess. You know what it means? There's enough gray in my hair to tell you that I might have lived long enough to have a little bit of common sense and be willing to give honor when it's due. So I believe that it's important in changing relationships. And there are people that are flocking away from their friends in social media because of a comment made about their belief one way or another in what's going on in our world. There are other people that are aligning themselves strictly as left or right, people aligning themselves. And I told you last week, I'm not the white guy that pretends that I'm a black guy. I'm not a black guy. I'm a 56-year-old white guy. I have friends of all races. I love all of my friends of all races. And I have people that are from all races that love me. I think that's awesome. That's the way we need to be. That's the way Jesus taught us to be. We should honor everybody, and we should be friends to all. The number one commandment in the Bible is to love others above yourself, right? And then in addition to that, we should lift up the name of Jesus, and he will draw all men unto him. Jesus doesn't need to be defended in social media any more than your favorite politician needs to be defended in social media. Get your mind out of that. Okay? It's not important. Yes, Christine says we definitely need more Jesus in our hearts. We certainly do. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. It's crazy what's going on in the world. And I do believe that honor, if we can bring honor back into society, a larger scale of honor, that we can fix a lot of the things that are going on in our world. If people would learn to honor each other, show respect, dignity, have integrity, a lot of the things would be that are happening right now would stop happening. Most of the time when someone leaves a company, a job, a relationship, a city, they say, and you have said it yourself, give me a like or a love or a heart if you've ever said this, hey, I'm sorry, it sucks that things are changing, but hey, we're still going to be friends, right? We're going to be friends. Hey, I'll call you. Let's get together and have lunch sometime. And this has happened to us in the past. Churches split, churches grow. Some people come and some people go. The industry I'm in is real estate, and people come and people go. More people leave real estate after they have tried it for a while and they didn't get rich quick, right? And then they just leave. So they do the same thing with churches. I tried Jesus and it didn't work for me. And they walk out the back door as fast as new people are walking in the front door. So that happens in companies as well. Companies are great at recruiting, hiring, bringing on new people. You know why? Because so many people don't have enough honor, honesty, integrity, loyalty to stick around through the good and the bad. As long as things are good, it's good. And you talk great about the boss. When things start getting tough, you just leave and you dishonor those that you are no longer associated with. So honor is incredibly important in relationships as well. Honor in our life, to me, is defined as a lubrication that helps relationships, businesses, families, and things stay together. Just like oil lubricates the wheels on a car, it helps things move along quicker. It creates a level of separation that allows the absence of friction. You know how Mr. Miyagi rubbed his hands in Karate Kid? Because when you rub your hands together really quickly, it creates friction. Friction creates heat, right? But if you put a layer of oil between that, things move easier. They slide faster, and it eliminates friction, which causes heat. So oil, basically the same way that it lubricates things, I believe that honor lubricates relationships. Honor lubricates and eliminates friction. And honor goes both ways. Honor goes up and honor goes down. I don't want to forget that. I actually had a friend recently that reminded me of that. Honoring those above us and those that are below us does go both ways. Hey, Carissa, good to see you on here as well. Appreciate you. She is a dear friend and a person I believe exercises honor in a very great way. Another thing I want to talk about on honor. Honor brings the supernatural. Another one of the things that I learned in this book. Honor creates an environment where the supernatural things can happen. And I will tell a Bible story that they share in here. You may remember a story from Jesus' ministry where he went to his own hometown. And it says in his hometown, because of the unbelief of the people there, he was not able to do a lot of miracles other than heal a few sick folk, I believe is the way the Bible says it. Jesus had traveled, and you may have found this to be true in other industries and businesses that you've been in. Why is it that we have to travel out of town and spend a couple $1,000 to go to a conference to hear a person speak, and we give that person we've never met so much honor, but many times we don't share the same honor with the person that we know, trust, and love. And I think that subconsciously or psychologically in our mind, we feel that if the person is from another town and has a different education, they deserve that honor without even being checked out. But a lot of times the person that we know a little of their backstory, right? And backstory can eliminate honor from a person's position. Oh, I know him. He's not any better than me. So we don't show honor to that person. A lot of times things can't happen. You may have experienced this in your job. You went to school with somebody, or you know somebody, and that person may be a leading person in the industry or a leader at the job that you just got, and he's a boss. But because of your backstory, your knowledge of that person's past, you don't show that same person the honor that they deserve. But you don't know where they have been, what path they have taken to earn that position. You just automatically dishonor them because of the backstory. And that's some of the same thing that may have happened with Jesus in his ministry. In his hometown, everyone just said, oh, he's the carpenter's kid. Who does he think he is to be doing miracles? So their level of belief went down. And in business and life, if your level of belief goes down, you're done. Especially where I live here in Amarillo. If you're a restaurant owner and your level of trust goes down and you start getting some bad reviews, you can literally be ran out of business in this town overnight. It's crazy. Yes, Carissa, honor can be a noun or a verb. That's very true. I believe that just like love, love is also a noun or a verb. But I do believe that honor does bring the supernatural in our life, relationships, and business. When we start sharing that honor up and down and laterally to other people in our relationships and our business, that it can open up the doors of blessing. Life is reciprocal. The law of reciprocity cannot be avoided in life when you honor those. And there are going to be times where someone that you honor may not share the same honor back to you. There will be times that a parent doesn't give you the same kind of treatment that you feel like you deserve. But because they are your parent, you're still called to honor that person. You may have a boss that's a sorry outfit, but that sorry outfit is your boss. They have the power to help increase your life or decrease your life. You need to honor that person because of the position they hold. You can say that about our president. Good Lord, I'm making some enemies and I'm making some friends. He's a president of the stinking United States of America. And we put our trust in him. We voted him in, and he's doing what he feels needs to be done along with his trusted advisors. We need to give honor where honor is due and not, man, the attacks, the slander, the F-bombs being dropped freely all over the media of people's hatred and animosity for our president is unprecedented. There was huge outcries when previous presidents did things that their opposite party didn't agree with, but I've never seen them to the level of what they are today. We are so polarized, right or left. There are hardly anyone that's in the middle. The people that are saying, hey, let's give them a chance, or the people saying, hey, it could be worse, or all just, you're ostracized by your friends. There's no honor in that, man. I don't believe you're ever going to make it far in life if you can't learn to share some honor. Give honor to the position because of the honor the position carries, not because of the person that's in the position. We are to pray for those in authority over us. The best way to get over dishonor is prayer. And I'm going to end with this today. I've been on here long enough. I thank each and every one of you who are liking and sharing and loving this. We are called to pray for those above us, those that we are supposed to honor, those that are in authority over us, our bosses, our crew chiefs, the line cook down at the restaurant, if you're the dishwasher. We need to be praying and speaking good of those who are over us. Everything that we do and say goes into our future. And it can bring back a harvest of goodness and honor and increase, or it can go forward into that future as a dead seed and bring back a harvest of death, decrease, and dishonor in your life. And my challenge to you this week is, which kind of a harvest, which kind of reciprocal action do you want to come back into your life? Do you want it to be good or not? What would happen if we prayed for everyone who was over us? What would happen if we spoke kindly to people that were over us? Sometimes we may have had a bad discussion with a business partner or a teammate at work. And what if we just went to that person and said, hey, you know what? I'm sorry I dishonored you, and that's not the right way I want to carry on in this relationship. How much healing and increase or relationship could that bring to you if you could bring yourself to do that? And I believe that when you show honor, you are increasing yourself. You're increasing your stature as a person, and physically in the natural world and in the supernatural world. What would happen if we did that? What would happen if we started speaking only respectfully of our clients and friends? It's very easy in industry, and every one of you listening right now can attest to this, because you know it, you've experienced it, or you've done it. When the doors are shut, it's so easy for someone to bring up a person and you speak ill of that person, or share a story of a time that person has done you wrong, or their actions were incorrect in your opinion. I'm guilty of it. Those of us that are guilty, raise your hand. We've all done it, and we have to continually check ourselves before we check ourselves to make sure that this little member of the tongue doesn't do such huge damage, because the things that we speak do go forward into the future. And things spoken within one or two people in a closed room, you don't know where that relationship's going to go. And if you can speak ill of one person behind closed doors, how is the other person in the room going to believe that you won't speak ill of them in another setting behind a different set of closed doors? Okay. So I try to not do that. Try to only speak good of your clients, of your past friends, your teammates, your church members and family members. Try to speak good of them, even if you don't have anything good to say, right? You don't have to say anything. You can choose to change the subject and just go on to a different topic and not get caught in that trap of speaking ill of somebody else. It does dishonor to that person. The last thing I want to talk about with us on this topic of praying for those about us, above us, is the fact that it does bring unity. When you go to that person that you may have dishonored, you may have distrusted or spoken poorly of, it brings dissension and strife and friction. I would like to submit to you that we apply that oil, that lubrication of honor into that relationship with your spouse, with your children, with your family members, with those at your job and your industry, potentially clients of your company. And that lubrication gets in there and it eliminates the friction. And what it does is it creates unity. And when there is unity, so many different things can happen. Man, dissension, strife, lack of vision, dishonor, lack of integrity, all of these things cause friction, and they cause things to blow up and just disappear, go away. We don't want that in our lives. We want to be together. Together we can overcome anything in our society and in our relationships, right? Together. We have got to come together as a nation, as a people, as a church body in whole. We have to have unity. And when that happens, it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Synergy happens when people come together. Great ideas happen. Businesses increase. Families become stronger. Relationships become stronger. Businesses grow. And that's my goal for you this week. That the last thing that I wanted to tell you was this: honor brings unity. So my challenge to you this week is start showing a little more honor. I'm not asking you to honor me. I'm going to honor you. You already honor me just by watching my show every week. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I intend to continue to share that honor back and forth among those that I can. I ended a couple of conversations with honor and blessing on social media lately. after being attacked for simply sharing a viewpoint about a local police officer. And, you know, I can say I'm done being attacked, but I'm not. I'm sure that I will be. My name can be dragged through the mud. I don't care. That's okay. I'm going to continue to be who I am and stand up for what I see and for what I believe to be right. And that's just going to be me. And I hope that you take the challenge to be the same way. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your beliefs. Do the right thing. If you're a good person, and I believe that every one of you watching are, stand up for what you believe. Don't remain silent when someone else starts doing something that's wrong. Don't remain silent when someone's saying something bad or derogatory about another friend, family member, or workmate. Stand up for that person. Show honor. Bring honor into that situation and cause unity to happen, okay? Together, if we're unified, we can overcome anything in this world. I believe that. Hey, this has been Patrick Lee with Midweek Motivation Live. I will come to you again next week, Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, and we will talk on another subject then. You guys have a great week. Let's go share some honor. Bye-bye.